Hello there, my name is Paul, and I'm one half of the Unashamed Gamers. Anyway, I'm Paul from the Unashamed Gamers podcast, and I'm asking the question, is the Culling 2 dead already? Now, I'm not saying this to be edgy, okay? I've played the game, and what I've played, I have enjoyed. It's not the worst game in the world. But, however, the game is getting a lot of hate, and I do understand why. The first Culling, it was your rock, paper, scissors combat, mostly focused on melee. And with each update, it lost a lot of players. Now, on the Xbox One, that game, the Culling, the original Culling, had a life of about 3 months, and it just immediately dropped. The first week had its problems, but when you get on it, it actually worked, and it worked well. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I prefer to shoot people than to stab people with homemade knives and stuff like that. You know, you pick up a rock and you turn it into a knife. But it had its audience. But that audience fell off really quick. Now, they've come back with the Culling 2, and I understand why they've done it. Because, I mean, look at PUBG, look at Fortnite. These, and H1Z1 to a lesser extent, these are good Battle Royale games. Now, the Culling 2 is a bad Battle Royale game right now. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to get any better, and I hope it is, because I don't want any game that I pay real money towards to fail. Who would? But at the same time, yesterday when it launched, it had server problems, apparently. Now, obviously, I don't know. I'm not Zaviant. They're the creators of the game. But I struggled to find a game, and I played for a good 4 hours. And this was after its launch, because it got released a little bit early and people got into the game. But when I got into a game, the sensitivity was terrible for aiming down sights, right? So obviously I adjusted that. But when I shot people, it actually worked. Whereas when I'm playing PUBG, and I'm playing PUBG on the One X, okay? So I've got the best version of that game. Well, I mean, I haven't. PC have. But you know what I mean? I've got the best version on console. And the frame rate is ridiculous. Every time you get into a gunfight, you're lucky if you get 12 frames per second. Whereas the Culling 2, the shooting actually works. So when you shoot someone, bar the sensitivity, you're actually hitting them, which is a plus in the win column for the Culling 2. But the problem is the hatred for the original Culling, the hatred for the devs because of what they did to the original Culling, going to ruin this game and make it dead within a week. Now, personally, I think it is. Every comment on Twitter is hate. It's not good. So the issue I have is this game going to die because of negativity, because of the ban in the first one, or is it going to die because this game isn't that good yet? I mean, it has achievements and trophies, so it's obviously a finished game with bugs. But are they going to put some money into it? Because everybody who had faith in the first Culling doesn't have faith in the developers anymore. So personally, I think if this was a total different developer and it had a different name, I think it would be doing better than it is. Because it's the Culling, that brand, it's like, well, those developers screwed us over the last time. So, you know, it's not good. But to me, from what I've played, with the very limited amount of players I played with, I think the highest number was 27. I actually enjoyed the game. You know, I had a good time with it. But I'd be stupid not to say, you know, that it is a janky, broken mess. But that's the state of all games now. Like, look at PUBG, and people defend that. It's broken. It lags out. The game drops. You shoot people and you miss, and you get frustrated. But people in their millions play that. Fortnite, it's a kids' version of Battle Royale. You build, and you know it's the same game, but it's a different developer. So, I mean, obviously, I'm going to go more in depth with this in the podcast with Ben and Adam. So, if you leave a like and subscribe, you'll be able to hear our thoughts on that this week. But I just want to ask you, can you honestly say that this game would die as quick as it probably is going to if it was a different developer who was making it? The game played exactly the same, but it wasn't the Culling 2. It was just a generic Battle Royale game. Would it be dying as quick, okay? So, I'd like to thank everyone who's listened. I'd like to thank everyone who's subscribed already. If you haven't, please leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. But remember, it's a Battle Royale game. Just because it's the Culling doesn't mean it's bad, even though it kind of is, but it could get better. So those are my final words, if that makes any sense, which it doesn't, but it's early. Thanks for listening.